Inanna was a Babylonian goddess in ancient Mesopotamia. Her story is thousands of years old, one of the earliest in recorded history. She was a queen of the overworld with many temples dedicated to her and many cities under her rule. She had a beautiful family and friends and all of the riches that she could ever need or desire. She wanted for nothing. One day she heard a call from her sister Ereshkigal, who was queen of the underworld. At first she ignored the call, carrying on with her life without a second thought. But then she heard it again, this call to go to the great below. Yet once more she ignored it, for who chooses to travel to the underworld? She already had everything she wanted. Until finally she hears the call for the third time, and she knows that she can no longer ignore it. She can feel the call deep within herself, and though she does not know how she'll face it or how she will get there, she knows that it is time, and so she begins to prepare for her journey. But how do you prepare for a journey into the unknown? What do you take with you when you're going to enter into the mysterious underworld, that place where nothing remains unchanged once you have crossed the threshold? So Inanna began by closing all the temples in her name, and she closed the gates to all the cities under her rule. She gathered items that she felt might serve her on her journey: her breastplate, her crown, her robes, her necklace of lapis lazuli, her rod of power, and any other items that she could draw strength and determination from. All of the symbols of her world, symbols that identified who she was as she entered the unknown, symbols that gave her courage. And finally, as she finished adorning herself, her closest and most loyal friend Ninshaba arrived. Ninshaba said, "Inanna, what are you doing? Where are you going dressed like that?" And Inanna said, "Ninshaba, I have heard the call from the great below, and I must journey to the underworld to visit with my sister Ereshkigal. I am walking into the unknown, and I am preparing myself the best way that I know how to." And Ninshaba said, No, Inanna, you can't go. It's foolish. You'll die. No one journeys to the underworld and returns alive. I can't let you go. Please don't do this." Inanna replies, "Ninshaba, I love you, my friend, but this call I must heed. It cannot be denied, as I feel it deep within my soul." Ninshaba says, "Then I will come with you. I will not let you go alone." But Inanna refuses. "Ninshaba, my dearest friend, you cannot come with me. I must go alone. This journey is one I must do by myself, but I have something to ask of you, if you are willing." Ninshaba replies, "Anything, Inanna, just ask." "I need you to keep guard, and if after 3 days and 3 nights I do not return, I need you to beat the drum and bring help for me. Can you do this?" Ninshaba says, "Of course, Inanna. I will keep vigil every day and every night until you return. And if after 3 days and 3 nights you do not return, I will beat the drum and call for help. I am your loving and loyal sister, and I would be honored to do this for you." And with that, Inanna began her journey into the underworld. She arrived at a gate. She knocked loudly. The demon standing guard on the other side was a little shocked to hear someone knocking on the gate. Not many seek to enter the underworld. So the demon named Bidu says, "Who is there?" Inanna replies, "It is I, Inanna, queen of the overworld, goddess of many temples, queen of many cities, mother, lover, daughter, and friend. Let me in." Bidu didn't know what to do, so he said, "Look, just hang on a minute. I have to check with my boss." So he goes into the throne room of the underworld and he says, "Ereshkigal, there is a woman at the gate. She says her name is Inanna and that she wishes to enter. What shall I do?" Ereshkigal says, "Ha ha ha, she has heard my call, but I will not make this easy for her. Tell her that she may pass, but at each of the gateways you must take something from her." "Yes, my queen," says Bidu, and he goes back to the first gate. He opens the door. "Inanna, you may pass, but I will take that crown from your head." Inanna says, "No, that is mine. It is precious to me." But Bidu replies, "You must, Inanna, or you cannot pass. This is the way of the underworld." Inanna walks some more and finally gets to the second gateway. Again she knocks. Biddu says, "Who is there?" And Inanna replies, "It is I, Inanna, Queen of the Overworld, let me pass." Biddu opens the door, and as Inanna passes through, he takes her breastplate. Again Inanna resists, but Biddu says, "Inanna, the ways of the underworld may seem strange to you, but this is what must be." And so, reluctantly, she allows him to take another of her precious items. The way is getting much darker now, the passage narrower, a timelessness is beginning to set in, and Inanna is not sure how long she has been journeying for. She arrives at another gate. Again she knocks. "Let me pass," she says. "It is I, Inanna." And Biddu opens the gate, and Inanna again relinquishes another precious treasure so that she can continue to move forward on her journey. And on this process went, through gateways 4 and 5 and 6, at each surrendering another part of herself, letting go of pieces of her identity to the gatekeeper, until finally, weary, exhausted and confused, Inanna stops in front of the 7th gate. She rests against it, finding the strength to knock one final time. And as she does, Biddu says, "Who is there?" And Inanna says, "It is me, please let me pass." And Biddu opens the gate, and as Inanna crosses the threshold into the throne room of the underworld, Biddu takes her last item from her. So she enters, naked, vulnerable, exhausted and confused, to meet with her dark sister Ereshkigal. Ereshkigal, on seeing Inanna, flies into a fury. How dare this woman, who has everything a person could wish for, come into her world where she is queen? This sister that has neglected her for so long, she who left her banished and alone. Ereshkigal was in such a rage at the sight of her that she killed Inanna on the spot and told Biddu to hang her corpse on the hook in the corner and to be done with it. Inanna was lifeless. Inanna was helpless. After 3 days and 3 nights of Inanna not returning, Ninshiba begins to lament and beat on the drum. She cries out for help and decides to go and visit the grandfathers. Ninshiba asks the first grandfather, "Enlil, please, you must help. Inanna has not returned from the underworld and I fear for her. What can you do?" And he says, "I will not help Inanna. She knew the perils of her journey before she left. It's up to her to help herself." So Ninshiba goes to the second grandfather. "Nana, please, grandfather, Inanna has not returned from the underworld. I fear for her life." And he says, "No, I will not help. It was foolish of her to go in the first place. No one ever returns. That is the way of the underworld. I'm sorry, she is gone." But Ninshiba would not give up, and she goes to Enki, Inanna's maternal grandfather, and she says, "Enki, Inanna has not returned from her journey into the underworld." And Enki, who was a wise and compassionate man, who understood the call and had respect for Inanna and her willingness to enter into the unknown, decided that yes, he would help. So he scraped some dirt from underneath his fingernails and created 2 creatures, the Galater and the Kugara. He said to them, "Go to the underworld, appease Ereshkigal and give Inanna the food and the water of life so that she may return to us." So the tiny creatures snuck their way through the gates and into the throne room and came upon Ereshkigal. She seemed to be in pain, writhing and squirming on the floor. "Oh, my stomach, how it hurts," she cried. And the creatures said, "Oh, her stomach, her poor stomach." And then Ereshkigal said, "Oh, my head, how it hurts." And the creatures say, "Oh, her head, her poor head." And Ereshkigal finally looked up. Surprised, she said, "Who are you that hears my pain with me and feels my pain with me?" I wish to give you something to show my gratitude for your compassion towards me. No one has ever held me in my pain before. I will give you all the grains of the 7 kingdoms. And they say, no, thank you. She says, I will give you all the rivers on the earth. And they say, no, thank you. Arishka girl says, well then, what can I give you? And they reply, oh, well, we'd be happy just with that corpse hanging on the hook over there. And she says, Inanna, you can have her. She is of no use to me. And so the 2 creatures pull Inanna down off the hook, and they give her the food of life, and they give her the water of life, and she comes back to life. With their job done, the creatures leave, and Inanna takes her first steps on her journey back into the overworld. She has died to her old self and has been reborn. She is still feeling weak and confused, but determined to ascend back into life. So Inanna begins a long and arduous journey back to her people. But as she walks, the demons of the underworld cling to her sides and say, you cannot leave, no one leaves the underworld. But Inanna is determined to make the return journey home, and she will not be stopped. So the demons say, well then someone must take your place here, Inanna. We will stay with you until we find a worthy sacrifice. So with the demons still clinging to her, Inanna steps out of the underworld, and Ninshaba is waiting for her at the first gate. She says, Inanna, Inanna, you have returned, thank the goddess. And the demons say, we will take this one, she is a worthy replacement. Inanna says, no, you will not take Ninshaba, she is my faithful and loyal friend, you must wait. So on they travel, and they come upon Inanna's sons, who have been praying for Inanna's return. They are so happy to see her, and the demons say, yes, one of your sons, that will do. But Inanna says, no, you cannot have my children. And so they press on. Inanna returns to her home, and there on the throne is her husband, Dumuzi, dressed like a king, behaving like nothing has happened, that no thing has passed. And Inanna says, take him! And the demons grab Dumuzi and take him to the underworld to face his own initiation with the mysterious unknown.